How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we are reacting to episode 14 of season 3 for Once Upon a Time, where the second half of this season has been pretty interesting, especially with the last episode, because there were quite a few revelations that stemmed. We have Rumpel, who is officially back, not in his Mr. Gold persona, it seems, because he seems a bit more unhinged rather than composed as he was when he was in Storybrooke. So yeah, it should be very interesting to see, how that plays out, especially amongst everyone in Storybrooke. But yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West, she has him locked up, and we found out that she is actually the half-sister of Regina. So, yeah, I really am excited to see how the rest of this season unfolds, because the last episode was quite interesting, as well as, I guess, a bit horrific with the fact that, some people lost their humanity being turned into flying monkeys. The assumption is that that the Wicked Witch is making the army of flying monkeys. So, yeah, it's been a pretty amazing start so far to the second half, and I'm excited to see where things go. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 14 of season 3 for Once Upon a Time. Let's go.
I don't even have a proper vanity.
Emma? Oh my...
What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is some mind screwery, but holy
I
dang!
have a place to practice. I'm a little nervous about tonight.
Tonight? What's tonight?
The ball. You know, I've never been to one before. I don't even know how to dance.
Oh, this is so sad. It's the life you should have had. Oh. Well, that's quite the nightmare, isn't it, though?
Some pretty wonderful news.
She's pregnant?
We're pregnant.
Oh.
Are you not happy?
No, I'm not.
Very, convenient with the dream, of course.
Well, what are you waiting for? Don't let me stop you.
Oh, the green in her eyes.
In my head will be quiet when I'm dead.
Oh my.
I'm
Oh.
ready to kill you, Rumpel. Feeling on the inside. We had to put on our best face. In our land, you and I never had that choice, did we? No matter
No,
what
I'm sure
we
Storybrooke has some razors, just
did,
saying.
our outside. Oh, I'm so sorry for that sting.
Does she need that, maybe?
Handsome as
We're getting a midwife, and she wants to meet the both of us.
It's a bit demanding, isn't she?
Daughter!
Another midwife.
It's fine. Go.
Nice
We
save.
just got on track here.
And I've got it covered. She needs you. Just meet us when you get done.
I'm sure there's gonna be something going on between Hook and them. Yeah.
You?
I don't really dabble in magic, not unless I have to.
Well, I may not have that luxury.
You should know they say that part of the forest is haunted.
Haunted?
You may need the night route to handle the fear of your journey to stop your fear.
I mean,
That's
he
the right idea.
encountered a mermaid
I'm
that
afraid of
looked
ghosts.
like his gal.
Not when my family's at stake. Thank you.
I think David's got this handled. Say mermaid, it was a siren, but still.
Let me make you some tea. After all, that's what I'm here
No,
for.
don't trust
Make your
her.
life as easy as possible.
She's easily walking into your life.
isn't she wonderful?
Yeah, she seems perfect, but can we trust her? We don't even know her.
Exactly my point, David.
I hope chamomile is okay. I found it's excellent for the nerves.
Perfect.
Don't drink it. Don't drink it. Scald it on her. She might melt. Wait a second. Is that hair? Is this Rapunzel? Oh, shoot!
I've lost count of the years. Are you a prince?
Unless this is someone playing Rapunzel
You can call me
for a nefarious purpose.
Tiara. Are you a princess?
Yes. But you can call me Rapunzel.
Oh, okay.
She must know you're here.
You've got company, dearie.
If you've got any fears at all about any of this, it's best to just get it out into the open.
I don't. Whatever's coming.
She gonna just siphon that, like, for her advantage.
Cheers to that, then.
Throw it. No!
It might be nice having more than 2 place settings during the holidays.
I think one day you'll have more family than you'll know what to do with.
Oh, she's playing this delicately, and you know that smile. You could tell inside she is hurting.
So of course I was considering
But
it.
she didn't
As
know
usual, he
Neil
wasn't
or
who he said he was,
Hook.
and I got my heart broken. Not enough humor for you?
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm glad to hear that.
You're glad to hear I had my heart
Well, she did know Neil's. What am I talking about?
If it can be broken, it means it still works. And I think I found her, the Wicked Witch. I'm going after her.
Oh boy. I mean, this might not be a good idea, but cut the hair! Wait for the head to pop and then just off. Okay. It's doing that like phasing thing, isn't it? That's not creepy. Oh my god! Hello! That is not great on the nerves, I'm just saying. Especially your whole phasing shtick. Never great.
Who knows what's down there? If this witch is as powerful as we think, we could use some magical backup. Unless you've been practicing in New York City.
Okay, I'll call Gina.
I mean, Hook's got a great
I'd like
point.
I'd like to see those flying monstrosities try to get past her crossbow.
Especially with the Wicked Witch. Yeah, you can't take this a bit recklessly. Hey, your twin's alive! This is playing on fears. Oh my, oh. I'm you, but better. Come on, David.
Face it, Rapunzel, you must!
This is it, though. He's not gonna know. In regards to... Oh my goodness! You cut the hair!
If you don't face that future, Rapunzel, you will die here, alone! Is that what you want? No!
It's preying on vulnerability.
Do it!
Nice. Good things with the chopping off the hair is things are not going to be as tangled anymore, right? Get it?
I'm afraid I won't be a good father. I won't let that stop me. Not now.
I think that's showing his strength. There we go. Second time around can be fearful, but he's going to embrace it. That chance.
Hide from it forever, or them.
You really think they'll forgive me?
They're a child. Of course they'll forgive you.
Oh, David. And it really does add semblance to he can't run from it, and there is that embrace.
Your courage transferred into it.
And why did it disappear?
It didn't disappear. She took it. Hang on. The Wicked Witch stole his courage? Well, a symbol of it at least.
Oh
Symbols
my!
Can be powerful totems.
Advantage for her. She's able to siphon that.
No monkeys.
Two and two together. Who is infamous with that wheel?
Do we know who can spin straw in the cold?
Rumpelstiltskin.
She knows. Everyone knows now. He's back. Oh. But he's not here as well, so that's not great. Especially with the state he's in. So it is very great to have a bit more of a knowledge about the witch as well, and what she like. We had her introduction in the first episode of the second part, and then we got to know who she's related to and what she I don't know what she kind of revels in terms of that kind of power, being able to know people and their fears, and being able to take a semblance of David's courage as well. So, which is pretty like, yeah, this is her trying to take their strengths, really. If I'm getting that, and that's not great. So, especially with the fact that I'm already making thoughts regarding what she's going to be doing in terms of getting to people this season. Like with Regina, she's going to she's like, they made a mention actually about this early in the episode, about the fact that she could get to Henry. And I feel like that's what she's going to do, because I'd say Henry is Regina's greatest strength. So it's going to be very, very concerning, probably next episode, with Rumpel on the loose, who is, of course, a bit different to last time we saw him. So, well, should I say, last time everyone else saw him, because last time we saw him at the end of episode 13, we kind of got the impression that he is not the same character as Mr. Gold anymore. So, yeah. And I think this episode was a further testament to that. So, not just that, though, but I think this episode, for me at least, it kind of gives me a bit of affirmation that maybe Zelina isn't the daughter of Rumpel. Just the way that their interaction sparked, it seemed like it was a strictly mentor-student relationship and not a father-daughter relationship. So, because I did have a theory going on about the fact that Zelina may be the daughter of Rumpel and Cora. So, but I think that's just out the window. But it seems like she is controlling him in some capacity. So, yeah, but I am really loving how sinister she is, though. I am really loving how we had the first episode of, I guess, the second part introduce her. The second episode was more so revealing, hey, I'm the half-sister of Regina, and I'm in Storybrooke, about to cause some commotion. And we got a bit more about her, how she's able to try to get the upper hand on people, like Mary Margaret. She's learning everything and siphoning all their, like, I guess, greatest strengths. But not just that, though. She is siphoning traits as well. And I have a feeling this is the way it's going to go, with the fact that she stole David's, a part of David's courage. I have a feeling that she is siphoning, she's going to be siphoning she's getting to know people, see what their greatest traits are, and once she hits the landing, she's like, okay, I will siphon your trait and whatnot, because it's know your enemy kind of situation. And if she is siphoning courage, heart, and the brain, I think it is, yeah, then that is on par with the whole Wizard of Oz thing, isn't it? So I have a feeling she's going around getting to know people. What are you best known for? Do you have a heart? Do you have a brain? Yeah. So, I mean, metaphorically speaking, of course. So, and I don't know, maybe that's what she did with Rumpel, because obviously he's out of his mind. He's more like his old self. He's not the composed Mr. Gold. So it makes sense that she probably siphoned his mind to the point where he is more unhinged. So maybe she's got 2 of the 3 totems, and I'm wondering if that's going to create some kind, because Regina did say they can be powerful totems. So what if she's doing this to become powerful to the point where she is where she is invincible, where she is unstoppable in a sense, kind of similar to Peter Pan. So yeah. And I'm wondering what that means for the heart, because there can be quite a few directions. I've just realized, you know how Pan was looking for the heart of the truest believer? And you know how I made the theory about she's going to get to Henry? You can see where I'm going to this. So she can, get one over on Regina. She gets to Henry, puts him at harm. What if Henry's the heart? I don't know. It there could be quite a few ways they could go about this. I don't know if Regina's going to qualify like her heart for Henry. And I don't know. I think she might have I have a few candidates for the heart. Because it can be Henry based on Peter Pan looking for the heart of the truest believer, and that can kind of link in with the witch's quest. So, but I could also think of Snow White because of how kind she is, and yeah, it seems like I don't know though, because she might have done a 2-for-1 bargain, really, like with David's courage and Snow's heart, although maybe she's biding her time until she has the baby. I'm not sure, because of course she has expressed interest in the child, so and how she's sticking around with Mary Margaret. So I don't know, but so far it seems like she's got Rumpel's brain, she's got David's courage, and now it's all about the heart. So she's doing impressive so far in terms of collecting these traits. But yeah, this is it. She's getting to. I think she's getting to know. Well, she was getting to know people. Now she's got 2 of the 3, and I think she's found a 3rd. But we'll just have to wait and see. But it's very interesting how she is getting to know their strengths and whatnot, especially with Rapunzel as well, because she was able to capitalize on her. And, she had this kind of Dementor kind of character that would torment her, and David as well, and be able to exploit their fears and be able to put them. This is what I'm talking about. She's able to try and tap into those fears and try to, in a sense, siphon that strength by being tormented by this Dementor kind of creature. So yeah, which on 2 occasions we've seen is an incarnation of themselves, their greatest fear. With David, it was about that failure of not being a great enough father, because he feels like he failed Emma when it wasn't on him, but that nightmare was pretty convincing for him. And with Rapunzel, it was about not being able to lead her people, especially with her brother, and how she was worried about not being, I guess, welcomed back to her family after being away for some time. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really loving the exploring about Zelina and how she's able to how she's able to kind of get you know your enemy kind of thing, and be able to try and take some kind of advantage of that, and in more ways when it comes to, I guess, the applicable host, like David, like potentially Rumpel, like whoever's gonna have the heart. So yeah, so I am really loving the way things are going for Zelina at the minute, because it is because there has been some build with the last episode and this episode in terms of, okay, what's her goal? And it seems like I said, she is getting, if the courage is any indication, and if Rumpel's lost his sanity, then it, 2 and 2, right? So yeah, but I really loved this episode, and yeah, we did make mention of Rapunzel, about how she was facing her fears, and it was really great to see her in this episode, and how she was a key part, even though David didn't remember in the present day events because that 1 year memory thing is. So yeah, but it's great to have that build, and how Rapunzel had that fear. And that allowed for that Dementor. I'm gonna call it a Dementor because that's what it is, right? No, how that thing was tormenting her and prohibiting her from leaving the tower. It was really great to explore her story. So yeah, I really loved the interaction. I really loved the focus on David in this episode, and how he was the one to well, I know Rapunzel saved herself, and she was the one to break her fear, who's able to punch through that fear and showcase her strength there. Same with David, although that's a bit of a costly mistake because now she's got the courage, and that can probably be bad if, courage, heart, brain. So yeah, but still, he was able to punch through that fear, and he still has that fear, but I feel like with fatherhood, especially when it comes to newborns, it's always gonna be a fear. Well, for most of the time, it's gonna be a fearful journey. I just think about the fact that, should I become a father one day, I'm probably going to be in David's position where I'm just going to be bricking it that if I'm going to be a good enough father or whatever. But I'm still going to give it, I'm still going to do my best. And I feel like that's the thing with David. He's going to still worry about the fact that he might fail the second child, like he feels like he failed Emma, though that wasn't on him, as I said, but still, it's still something that's on his mind. But he's still going to own it. He's still going to try his best. So I really loved that that plot for David, where he was able to face an incarnation of himself, and managed to try and pull through. Though, like I said, it could be very costly with the fact that the witch was able to siphon that courage. So yeah. No, but I really thought that this was a great episode. There were some really amazing moments with Hook and Emma, with the fact that he is trying his way still, but Emma is still reeling, of course, from Walsh, and the fact that she was just unlucky there. So yeah, but not just that though. But there was a nice moment with Henry and Regina putting on that brave face, because obviously Henry is none the wiser, and there is that hope that Henry will be able to, of course, remember her one day. But we'll have to wait and see how long that's going to be. I just worry about what Zelena is like, how much impact Zelena's going to have in terms of her, I guess, power over Henry, who's going to be completely oblivious, and how that's going to rattle Regina, because of course sibling rivalry. Why not escalate things by going after the person that Regina loves the most, and that would be Henry. So That will piss off your sibling, won't it? So, and there was that moment where you had Zelena confront Snow and Charming, like I said, with her getting to know both parties and her fixating on Charming because he's full of courage, and that's a pretty big deal for her. So, as I've alluded to, and I was just like screaming in my head because they don't like. Obviously, she has decided to slide in to be the midwife, and yeah, it's all about the fact that, hey, we've had 1 year missing from our lives. She could be enemy, she could be friend. Can we take that risk though? So, yeah, there is a bit of a vulnerability there with Snow accepting Zelena as, I guess, a kind of midwife. So, because of the fact that you don't know if she was like, at least with people like Belle, for example, or like Ruby, for example, you know. That because they've only had the past year removed, so you know that they are pretty much good in terms of reputation in your perspective. Zelena, not so much. You don't know if she was a friend. You don't know if she was an enemy. So yeah, it's all a bit risky. So, and obviously we know the whole shtick that she is not a good cookie. So yeah, and unbeknownst, well, now that David now knows, but he doesn't know that Zelena siphoned it. Yeah, that courage. So, yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see what does what this is all going to amount to once she does, of course, siphon the heart. So, because like I said, it seems like she siphoned the brain, or semblance of the brain, should I say, from Rumpel. That makes a lot of sense, really, because of the fact that he is more unhinged. He's, like I said in the last episode, he is seemingly not as composed as Mr. Gold would be. And this would explain it if she is siphoning semblances of the heart, the brain, and the courage. So, yeah. But I really liked this episode. Really loved the David-esque focus, and how Rapunzel was brought into this, and of course how that kind of related to what David was going through, that fear. Of course, there was it was all different in terms of what David was going through with the pregnancy, with the second pregnancy, of course, compared to if Rapunzel can go back and take charge. But it was still very, very, it's still related, especially with the creepy Dementor, which I gotta say, the whole, phasing thing, creepy, don't like it, no thank you, that's always a very, very haunting thing. So yeah, but it was very, very amazing, and a very, very great episode in terms of facing your fears. So yeah, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!